you go. You got it.
The meeting, I'm calling the meeting to order. If I push that X, does it stop the recording?
Don't push the red X. That's to leave the meeting.
The X on the, oh, I see. Okay, got it.
But you don't need to stop the recording. When you leave this meeting later, it will automatically stop.
Good. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Okay. Meeting is called to order and present are Ron Payne, Jennifer Kendall, me, Jane Cable, and we have Gil Soucy here. And Michelle Noren, who just left. All right. Has everybody seen the minutes that were posted?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'll take a motion to approve the minutes.
Second the motion.
Woo. Okay, all in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. All right. Now, I have a chance to see Gil's application to the Ethics Commission. Yeah.
Yep. I saw them. Yep. Yep.
Okay. Is there any discussion? Any
Just
questions?
give me a second, Jane,
Yeah.
to look over it quickly. I didn't pull that one up.
Okay, I'll move it in its correct position anyway, and appoint a temporary secretary. Graciously agreed to do. When we
Yes.
get a budget, we can pay somebody to be secretary. Would you like Gil to do a 30-second elevator?
Yeah, that would be
resume?
fine. I mean, I don't
Okay.
see any issue. I have his application in front of me. I don't see any issue. So,
Oh, okay.
but that would be helpful.
Could you tell them why you're a wonderful person, Gil?
Sure. In terms of professional career, I spent 40 years in banking. Prior to that, I spent 6 years in the Marine Corps as an enlisted man. I was a platoon sergeant of a Marine Corps rifle platoon. And as a banker, I retired as president and chief executive officer of TD Bank, Connecticut. And subsequent to my retirement, I was appointed as a director of their wealth management group and also as a grant judge of the Toronto Dominion Charitable Foundation. In terms of boards that I've served on or here in town, I think in 2015, there was an opening, a vacancy on the Board of Finance, and I was asked to join and fill that. There was a 1-year term remaining, and the members of the Board of Finance or vacancies are filled by the board itself, not by other appointments. So I served 1 year and chose not to run when the term was up for election, simply because too many meetings I held in January, February, and March, and I like to go away for the winter. I've served 6 years on the Zoning Commission, 1 year as an alternate, and 5 years as a elected member. I've also, as an appointed member, served 3 years as chairman of the Town Employees Pension Committee, and that's the extent of my town service.
Wonderful.
Okay, I'll take a motion to approve Gil's appointment.
I make a motion to approve Gil's appointment.
Got a second?
I'll second it. Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, welcome.
I appreciate your confidence.
Well, I'm going to switch two more items. I don't know what's a good time to meet, for us to meet, for all of you. I know Jen has a store and often works days. Email me with what was good for him. He didn't, but I think he's going off the commission in January. I can meet anytime except for a few sacred evenings. So what I'd like to do, instead of going around in circles now, why don't you email me what are good times and days and weeks to meet, and I'll try to draw something up and we can agree by email, because we can't meet regular meetings for 30 days, for 1 month after that's posted at town hall. And I realize most of our meetings are special meetings, but I'm getting a lot of pressure post meetings. We don't have to hold those meetings, and maybe once a month or 6 or 8 weeks, just to have something on the sheet of paper behind the glass at town hall. So if you could get to me, that would be. Okay, I was yakking with Ron and Jen. I would like us to have a real without a real budget. We have to use the town attorney. The town attorney wrote the code. The code needs revision, I think. And I'd like a fresh set of eyes, and I have in mind the municipal attorneys who do the zoning commission counsel. They are excellent and they haven't lost a case. And I don't believe they're any more expensive than Sussman. If he said code is wonderful, I'll take his word for it, but I don't think it's wonderful. The selectmen would like to interact with us more. They would like, I think, reporting on a regular basis, maybe quarterly, by the chair. That's not a problem. I don't think we're real grown-ups until we have our own budget and our own lawyer. And I understand why we pick our own members, but I think that puts us into a silo and nobody knows what's going on. And frankly, what the terms of office are, because we pick our own members and we don't have an administrator at town hall to keep track of it. And in the course of time, everybody forgets. So I don't think we're going to get an administrator. And I'm guessing that Ron is 23, Gil is 23, I'm 22. This is when they end. Jen is 22, and Mike is 21. If he stays on the commission, he'll be 23. If he has a replacement, the replacement will be 23. But that's my best guess. There's no record. It's almost like
There's
we
no
do.
record from when we got sworn in?
No. Vicky was the first person I asked, but I take your word for it.
Because
It's
she swore me in, and I thought there was record of all that.
she swore too, but she has no record. And I have a feeling there aren't a lot of minutes on file. So I'm willing to try to clean up the act. But I think we need our own budget and lawyer and maybe some paid help to do serious minutes in case of an appeal. So I'd like to grow up and have our own budget. Not that I'm crazy to spend money, but I'd like your permission to talk to Tim about it and the Board of Finance, unless you have a problem.
No, I
No,
think
I
it's,
don't.
I think it's fine to have a
Okay.
budget. I guess, so we're talking about code changes just in what you recommended here related to hiring someone to report the minutes versus what's in the code is that a secretary will be appointed from the members. So that's a change. And then you also recommend a change related to the attorney, the town attorney representing us. And I don't have a problem with that either. I guess the only thing that's in here that I question, again, as Michelle did, was whether
Selectmen should appoint.
whether the selectmen should have appointment responsibilities. And I'd agree that that's the whole point of the way that piece of code was written. I think that it's completely independent of that. Do we need to add something that improves the reporting or make the change related to the secretary and then make that as, make sure that as part of that, if the assumption is that the town's not going to track that we track that and make it a part of official documents that are available to the town on the website. I think that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, Timmy was pulling his hair out.
No, I
Yeah.
understand, and I hope it was made clear in the last meeting of the extraordinary circumstances that happened.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But nobody knew it. That was the weak point. That's what I mean. We operate in a silo. So,
Well, that has been to your mind the recent history, and I'd agree with that. But I don't know that that requires the selectmen to be involved in the choice of members.
okay.
And there's clear guidelines related to who can be a member and the party affiliations and all of that.
I can ask Jack Collins why he wrote that. And if we get another attorney, I'll ask him, what do most towns do? We can take a look at other towns' codes.
Yeah, and I think that's what Jack, based on some of the meetings that I sat in, I think that's what he did, and Jen may be able to corroborate that he was
I do
looking
remember
at
that
when
with
we
him
did
sitting
review.
in.
I'm sorry, Jen?
I do remember that. He did look at other towns and he
Okay.
sort of wrote the code against other towns.
Okay. I realize confidentiality is critical. I was going to ask Michelle for a mailbox at town hall, and then I figured, oh, no. Wander by and look at ethics commission business, so I won't ask for that. But we have no footprint at town hall, so okay.
I think that is, in my mind, disturbing as well, that there didn't appear to be a mechanism for Dennis to get that complaint to us, and that is disconcerting. I don't have an idea for you right now related to a mailbox or something else. But.
He leaves it. Complaints are left with the town clerk, and did give the complaint to your former chairman, to Bob.
Okay.
I suspect he's got it, but Dennis sent me a copy, and after the meeting, I'm going to send everybody a copy of the complaint. And I'd like you, well, I know you're going to read it,
Right.
and make a list of the questions you have of Dennis and of the person he's complaining against and of any other town official can give you information that you think you need to have to make a decision. And I'll collect them, get them back to you, and then we can discuss it. And I will ask Dennis to the next meeting
Okay.
so he can,
So are we having a meeting in between that's closed to discuss that? Or are we just,
how do you want to work it? Do you want to discuss it and then have Dennis do a meeting?
I think so.
Okay. All right. All right. We ain't meeting till after New Year's. I'm not going to torture you. And, okay, I will send it out. And I think we're good. Is there anything anybody needs to bring up? All right, I take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Oh, second?
a second?
Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
That was painless. It was wonderful. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to push the big red X, but first I'm going to wish you joyous, healthy, happy holidays.
Much the same to you,
Thank
Jim.
You also, Jane.
Okay, maybe I'll even get out of the house. Big thrill. Okay, good night. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks, Jim.